Marathon Peak Performance.
Let's bring up a Bassmaster Classic qualifier, two-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Keewatin, Ontario, Canada, the great Canadian snow leopard, Gussie Jeff Gustafson. 17 pounds, 14 ounces, 17-14. Gussie rockets to the top of the leaderboard.
I caught 5 keepers the whole practice.
There's a big one.
So it was a legit, like one of the toughest practices I ever had. And I found a little something yesterday, and I didn't catch big fish like that yesterday, but it was just something that, to go, like I literally didn't have a lot of options. I went and I'm catching them a way that I love to fish at home, and it was, I didn't expect it to be that easy this morning.
Jeff Gustafson, wow. Unbelievable.
That's awesome. That's a little upgrade. As fun as it would be to keep catching them, we got to get them again tomorrow.
I went out, catching them a way that I like to fish. Back home, I've caught thousands of smallmouths doing that, and so I'm comfortable the way I'm fishing. We'll just see what happens today. Not gonna make it. There's one. That's a keeper. This one's angry. That should make it. Oh yeah, we're on the board, baby. Sweet. When you hook those ones though, they're just a lot more solid. There we go. It's a skinny one, but it might be long enough. Yes. Hey, if I get 5 of these again, we're gonna be in good shape. That's good though, I just moved over a bit. And they're here. That's a big one, that's a keeper. Yes, that'll work. That's gonna make it, I think. Oh yeah. 19-incher. Here comes one. It'd be nice if there wasn't all the current, but that's probably why the fish are here. Otherwise you could just sit on top of them and probably pluck them, but you just kind of got to drift over them and yes! Woo! Nice. Okay. One more. And then we can go try and find some new spots. Oh! Darn it. It's got drilled. That feels good. Come on, baby. Yeah. Yes. Yes. We got a limit. Oh! Well, they're not as big as yesterday, but I think 5 is going to go a long way.
And got the job done here on day number 2. Another limit of 18-inch smallmouth. What a tournament he is having.
I'm catching them fishing pretty deep and marking them on my Hummingbird, and it's just a way that we fish a lot at home up on Lake of the Woods, Rainy Lake, and I've been waiting this is 8 or 9 years I've been fishing down here. I've been just like dying to get to fish, to do this in one of these tournaments.
Yeah, feels good. It's gonna be close. 17 3/4. Come on, big one. I think that one will make it. Nice. We got a keeper. Oh, that water's cold. 45 degrees. Woo! Oh yeah, that's a beauty. Yes! It's happening! Beautiful. That's not gonna weigh a whole lot, but hey, a limit, take a lot of pressure off this today. That feels good. Yes. Beautiful. Feels good. It's a chunk, but I think it's gonna be one of those line burners. Oh. Just barely, we're gonna try and cull this one just to, boom, quick limit. Yeah. Well, yeah, real good start. Obviously, catching 5 was the main goal today, so I got that. I got a few just keepers that don't weigh a whole lot, so I mean, still pretty solid. That takes the pressure off, but I'm gonna hang around here and try and find a couple more little juice spots if I can. You know, I'd like to get all my fish maybe to be over 3 pounds. So awesome start. Have some fun here today. Ooh. Not as big as I thought. Another 17 and 7/8, so I've caught like a bunch of them. Doesn't make it. That's a shame. Everyone's seen I've caught every one of my fish on a 4-inch Z-Man jerk shad, scented jerk shad. I'm fishing it on a jig that a friend of mine at home makes. It's called a Smeltinator, and Lake of the Woods Sports Headquarters in Kenora makes it. And really nice, you know, realistic minnow head jig. It's got a Gamakatsu hook in it. That's kind of the most important thing for me as far, you know, like for tournament fishing. I want a good quality, strong hook. Normally, a Ned rig's pretty tough to beat just about everywhere I've ever fished for smallmouths, hula stick, and these things are just not eating off the bottom, I don't think, really at all. And you know, all the fish I've caught have been on this jerk shad, and I've seen, you know, just this last one I caught puked up a 5 or 6 inch big shad, and it just, you know, kind of verifies what they're feeding on. As far as this technique goes that I'm doing, everyone down here calls it a Demiki rig, but we've been doing this at home for a long time. I've been waiting for years to get to do this in a tournament down here, and this is kind of the first time that it's really been a good deal for me. There's one. Oh yeah, that's a helper. I think, hopefully it's fat. Yeah, that's the one we need. Yes, that should be the one. Yeah, baby. All right, everybody cross your fingers. Cut it. Oh yeah, we got a 19-incher.
He has led since day number 1. 15 pounds, 5 ounces, gives him 48 pounds and 13 ounces. And once again, 5 fish away from the ultimate prize and becoming the 2nd Canadian ever to do it.
Well, as you can see, it's we're socked in here. So yeah, well, I got a little anxiety. I want to go get this done, and you know, just gonna have to wait till this fog burns off. So, and I mean, hopefully, if nothing's really changed, I should be able to go catch a few. So I'm excited to go fishing, but I wanna get it going.
Jeff Gustafson.
I live on Lake of the Woods, fish there, Rainy Lake a lot, and phenomenal smallmouth fishing. We have some really good tournaments in the summer, and but this is something that, you know, a lot of local anglers are using up there.
That's a honey. Yes! Woo! Yeah, baby. Look at that. Deep. Woo-hoo! Yes. I'm not even measuring that one. Oh, that takes some pressure off. I just set the hook. There was like 4 more with it too, so let's get this done. There's a big one. This one's close. Yes. get out my big measuring board. I heard Zona was making fun of me for this, but when you catch big bass, you gotta have a big board. Just for Lake Fork when I need to measure all my 24 inchers. The whole system is all about letting it down, but when you get on top of fish with your boat, it's almost like ice fishing when we use it. We watch the jig on the screen, and you always want to keep it above the fish. So if the fish are 3 or 4 feet off the bottom, you know, I want this bait to be 2 or 3 feet above the fish. And it seems like sometimes if you just like let it fall past the fish, that, you know, they know something's up. They don't like that. I always want to keep it above the fish. A lot of times when I see them come up, you got to give it a little shake. You see me do that, or just lift it a little bit, and that kind of triggers them to bite. Some of them just come on there and it's like whack. It's almost like getting a punch in the arm. They hit it so hard. You hold it still, and when they come up and bite it, it's just like getting a punch in the arm. It's fun, and then the fight is on. Oh yeah, that's a big one, baby. Oh, come here. Oh, God. That was not pretty, but I think we got us another keeper. Oh, it's kind of windy. Oh, boom, 19 and a half. Yes. Oh, that might have been the ugliest fish catch of all time, but it's in my live well. Steve's got to catch him now, so and everybody. So I'm getting closer. This came along. It got really popular around 2004, 2005, and Jim and Bill Linder, Ron Linder is their father. They won the Fort Francis Canadian Bass Championship, one of our big Canadian tournaments, 2 years in a row, using this style of bait, and they just stumbled onto this pattern and shared it. They did some TV shows about it over the years, but Ron, their father, called it moping, and that's what we all call it up north. We call the Demiki rig, we just call it moping. Right. That's the technique. Almost there. Come on. That's gonna be close. Come on. If this thing makes it, I'm gonna yell. Everybody's yelling on shore. All right, barely. Oh, I'm not that excited because I would like to get rid of these two that are that close, but we made it, so I like my chances, I think, but you know, it's a long ride back. It's 40 miles, and just, you know, I think I got what I needed to get, and I'm gonna go back, bring her back. And I mean, it's been tougher, you know, after that morning. The mornings have been the best, and luckily we got here in time to sort of, I think, catch the tail end of that good bite. So yeah, we're gonna get her home, get those fish measured.
He's led this tournament since day number 1. Gussie Jeff Gustafson, 14 pounds, 3 ounces, with 63 pounds even. From this moment on, you're a Bassmaster Elite Series champion.
This baby's way heavier than you think.
Jeff Gustafson dominates the guaranteed rate Bassmaster Elite on the Tennessee River.
Marathon Peak Performance.